Welcome back to Mind Parks.
This guy, bro.
So today we are doing our first actual video for the trail this year, which is surprising because it's October 13th. But we've been doing so much stuff behind the scenes, you guys will not believe it. So we're gonna start off by showing y'all what we've made and what we have already, and then we're gonna give y'all a tour through the trail, and then we're gonna show you a little bit of what to expect. So we're gonna start off over here in our section with all the animatronics that are smaller than about 7.5, 8 feet. So we have a couple new additions this year. The Power Chip, Home Depot.
It's like 6 feet long.
9.5 feet tall when you put up the mast fully. We have the Hitchhiking Ghost from Lowe's. We have...
Yo, he might be breaking the box. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine. He's chilling. He's good.
It's like me if I sat on the box.
That's Scrooge from Home Depot. You can't really see him fully, but you'll see him eventually. We'll be recording.
And a penguin.
Oh yeah, penguin. So we got this. I think he's 3.5 feet. Is he 3.5 feet?
It's like
it's the
5'8".
It's the Spear Halloween Sam Trick or Treat. We've got the Ultra Skelly from Home Depot. This is what he looks like regularly. That's the original design. And then we sort of customized him to look like the Hatbox Ghost from the Haunted Mansion. So his right hand has a cane. His left hand is holding a doom buggy in place of a hat box. If you can vividly see that right there. All right, so this guy, you won't see the full design yet, but it's got to do something to do with Krampus. That's all I'm going to say. We have more animatronics on the way. We're looking at the Galley Crow from Home Depot, the 15-footer. We're looking at the pumpkin pop-up guy from Lowe's. And we're also looking at the 7-foot Megalodon from Home Depot. So this stuff is our larger props for this year. So we have right here this bottom prop. If you can, we'll just have Jack insert a photo right here about it. That's what it looks like upright. Right now it's kind of hard to see or visualize it when it's sideways, but it is the archway for this year. It is a hallway sort of tunnel. The front of it up here at the top, this board is going to have the Manor, or not the Manor, the Slaughter Cinema Part 4, the title of the production, and then the lights right there are going to be lining the sides of it to make it look like a cinema marquee. So the whole thing this year is going to be upping the stakes, right? So we got a freaking ticket booth here, like a legit ticket booth for the usher. Don't worry, this is a long story. It's gonna look painted after we set it up on the 17th. So this is where the usher is going to be residing for the trail. He's going to be back here. He's going to be mic'd up. He's going to be talking, interacting with guests. Very much like the director and Beetlejuice, which we'll get to at some point here in the video. But we wanted to give Usher sort of his shine because it is his theater. This is going to be the entrance to his theater, and this is going to be where he has his ticket set up outside. So that is that. We spent about 4 or so hours preparing all this. We have a board here for Art the Clown. This is the board that he hides behind. The issue with this before is that it was not painted. The bottom of it is what it looked like before. Unpainted. You could obviously see where he was going to pop out, but now it's a little darker. It fits in the environment. Everything's going to be dark over there. These are going to look like candles. after we're done prepping them. We got a ton of fog juice over here. This is just like a tiny dent of what we actually have. We have a couple of props here for the fireplace that's over there that we showed you before. Yeah. All right, so this is basically the start of the shenanigans for the trail. Over here will be your check-in, your Russia Fear Pass purchase area, your donation area, your candy table area. This is basically everything that keeps over there clean. It's going to be over here. So right here, you're going to have your classic tables all out in front of the house. We're going to have a couple sets of decorations out here. We're going to have a 10-foot skeleton there from Lowe's. You guys saw that last year. We're going to have your Oogie Boogie archway around here, probably reaching over the sidewalk. So let me get into Russia Fear. So Russia Fear Pass is basically a skip the line sort of thing. We have it on the flyer as $5 for up to 5 people. Obviously the pass only works once, but there are some exceptions. If you obviously have a family of larger than 5 people, you can do that. Obviously the $5 counts as a donation towards the charity. Let's say you're buying the Russia Fear Pass, right? You walk up here, you get your wristband. It's going to be a wristband. You're going to walk over here. We're going to walk across the street.
Boo.
We're probably going to have the street lined with the ribbon so you know where to go. Then you reach over here, which is the front of the main event sort of thing. First detail that's going to be new this year over here is the red carpet. We're going to have a red carpet here. We already have it. It's in my garage. We're going to have the usual stuff over here. Side note.
Uh-oh.
So the 2 things this year that we wanted to focus on was, no, 3. Obviously, get the trail bigger, right? Number 2, no more cutesy decorations. This is a serious production now. We're way better than that. We can make things, we can prevent things from being cutesy. And 3, make a statement. Make a statement.
That's 3.
All right, so we're gonna have 2 10-footers, 10 to 12 footers over here. We're not putting it over there this year. We need more room over there. So we're gonna have our 10-foot skeleton from Lowe's, 12-foot mummy. Right here is going to be the table, the original table for the projector. Brand new projector screen this year, by the way. We just bought it a couple months back. So that's good.
Hey, actually?
Yeah. It's a little bigger. And it's way sturdier. So that. And then starting over here, we're going to have our icons. This is the icon row. So we're going to start here with Beetlejuice, who's going to have his archway and his sandworm. And I think we're going to have Beetlejuice isn't going to be mic'd up. Director might not be mic'd up. And then Usher will be mic'd up. Anyway, so Director will be right here with his throne. All the little details, the skull stacks, all that. And then right here is when it starts to get a little more serious. We got the ticket booth as you are walking in, right? Usher will be taking his tickets, because Usher always says in HHN, tickets please, right? So this is where it's kind of going to be the rush of fear. So we have them go from over there, right, where they get the Rush of Fear pass, to over here, and Matt will be the guy taking in the Rush of Fear. So this is where the Rush of Fear line will go, and then that will be where the regular line goes, right? So another big thing that's happening this year that is completely changed is that when you are in the trail, you can ask an actor for a picture. But there's a prerequisite to that. You got to have your phone out, and you got to get the photo within like 3 to 5 seconds. Because Obviously, we know you guys want to get pictures of the actors probably. But we got to keep the trail moving. So another thing with that is that you can go through the trail as many times as you want. There's no limit. Just please be respectful to our actors. Please be respectful to our staff. We are trying to make this as efficient as possible. We're trying to make it, you know, we're not trying to conga line the trail. We're trying to make it so that everybody gets the most unique experience possible. No experience is like the other one. Everybody gets a completely unique sort of, you know what I mean, right, Jack?
Oh yeah.
Like we want to make sure everybody gets every single scare. It's not like you get this one or the other one, but there are going to be some actors who are up here and they're going to be performing just vocally instead of silently like some of our actors in the trail. But the important note is be respectful. We've had a lot of disrespectful people go through the trail, and it's sad to see, but we're not going to take away one thing because a few people are being disrespectful. So, all right, if you're disrespectful, you will be you will be banned for the trail for that day. If you come back and you're doing it again, we recognize faces. We're going to have like 40 people here on staff and scare actor staff, so we're going to recognize you. If you're being disrespectful for a second day, you're gone. Like we are not going to tolerate it this year. And that includes kind of taunting the actors. We're people just like y'all, and I mean, we're college students and high school students. We're all just one big friend group basically, and when you disrespect one of us, it's just it makes everybody mad, and it's unfavorable. It makes no sense to us, honestly, how disrespectful towards scare actors just comes about. But yeah, we're gonna try our best to. Obviously, in years past, me and you, Jack, we don't even react to it. We're fine. It's fine. It's unfortunate that it happens. But yeah. Anyway, back to the start of the trail. As we get here, this is our beginning. The beginning of the actual trail. This is going to be your ticket booth, or not ticket booth, archway, right? The archway is basically a four-way tunnel. It's roof, walls, floor. We're gonna probably have effects on the legit tunnel. So this is going to be draped here with curtains. So this whole thing will be blocked off. The curtains will block the archway front as well. So you'll be walking through a curtain to get to the tunnel.
Oh my God.
And then as you're walking through the tunnel here to get out, you'll also have another set of curtains on the end of the tunnel. All right, so now we're in the trail. You're past the archway, you're actually you're in the mode right here. So obviously I'm not gonna get into details such as lighting and spotlights and stuff, but I will talk about overhead lighting because we know where that's gonna go. We don't know about spotlights yet. It's all about when we set up and how we set up. So this first area is going to be, of course, Michael Myers, Haddonfield, Halloween, and we're gonna have the curtains here again. It's gonna be Michael walking through. You can see his shadow. It's all about the shape, the boogeyman, death. Those are all the nicknames for Michael. So this side's gonna be a little blocked off. The trail's gonna be a little narrower this year, just to keep you guys, or the people walking through, kind of pressured to go the right way, because it seems like in previous years we always get confused on where people think they're going versus where they should be going. All right, so you're walking through here. Michael's walking still. You're gonna have your little decorations for Michael Myers, of course, your pumpkin, your Haddonfield sign, and then this window is our first new addition. So we've gotten a little more technologically advanced for the trail this year. We have projections of actors and scares. So this one's going to be Terrifier. We already have the projector and the video set up. So this window you'll be seeing Art the Clown doing various different things. And that's kind of the introduction to the Christmas area. So Christmas area is going to have the lights above you again. Everything's going to be basically...
I've been waiting here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, you did not scare shit.
Wasn't really supposed to
Can you get me
scare.
a water, please?
Okay.
All right, Christmas. So this is our first new character area down here, but we still have Art the Clown here. We're gonna have the board. We're gonna have the metal thing here. But the twist part this year is that this screen will be down. So nobody will expect Art to reach out. He is going to be reaching out, and people probably will be crapping their pants. That's honestly one of the most illogical things that we've ever done. Like we never thought of this. I don't think illogical would be the right word to describe that, but you know what I mean. Okay, so as you get down here, all right.
You should go get my Dr. Pepper.
I'm not a slave.
So you're gonna be starting right down there, all the way down there, and the first thing you're gonna see probably when you enter is a fire pit. You're not gonna be expecting what we have this year. So the interesting part about the fireplace does, it has the gingerbread and it pops out. So we're gonna have our Krampus actor. Yes, we have Krampus finally. It's been 3 years of us talking about it, and we have finally added him. For real this time, for real. So Krampus, fireplace, all the Christmassy decorations, it's just gonna be such a crazy atmosphere this year. So as you walk over here, you transition into classic Universal monsters. You have your giant 8-foot Santa.
And Phineas.
And Phineas.
He's down there.
Don't forget Phineas. #1 scare actor.
I think you dropped
Drop
your
my
water.
All right, so classic monsters. You've got Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Wolfman. Invisible Man is a maybe right now.
Most likely not.
Most likely no, but maybe yes.
Question. What's the graveyard? Is that still here?
Graveyard's here. All right, so another different part this year is that right here, there will no longer be a 12-footer, it will be a 15-footer. So we're gonna have our
Why are we walking down?
We're gonna have our archway here. It's basically the castle wall archway, and then we're gonna have Frankenstein in the middle of it. Bride of Frankenstein here. Bride of Frankenstein is gonna be pulling a lever that activates Frankenstein, and then she'll run at you. The 15-footer will be behind them. It is the Galley Crow from Home Depot. All right, so your wall starts here. So the fencing starts there, goes all the way down. We're talking about building an actual wall on this backyard or the trees over there, so that it'll be a little more compact, you know what I mean? We have Renaissance back here. You have your nun, your plague doctor. All right, so one detail I forgot at the front is the Hatbox Ghost will be either up there or it will be down at my house. I've been flip-flopping the idea because we have so much icon area up there, and we need as many spots as we can get for those icons. All right, so over here we have our, of course, Nun, Crackstone, Plague Doctor, Crackstone down there, Plague Doctor over here. We have Guillotine Prop, Cauldron, the strobe lights, of course, Nun, posters, and fog machines. This is going to be the area this year where we implement our new fog system, which is the ultrasonic fog chiller, which makes all the fog low-lying, and then we will incorporate a thing called laser swamp. So laser swamp makes the fog a swamp, like literally a swamp. And I'm not going to tell you where the ghillie's going to be, but he might be over here.
Thanks for telling us where he is.
All right, we get over here. We get into a different kind of thing now. Leatherface may or may not be here. Depending on when you go through, he'll be here, he won't be here. He's going to be a little bit of a Roman character this year. But as you get down here, we will have a cornfield section. So it's going to be going out all the way to like here, and then that'll push you more towards this next section over here, which Jack is a part of. All right, so this side over here will be Chucky. You'll have a few Chucky decorations this year, unlike previous years. And then over here we have Freddy versus Jason. We have a Chucky box, we have a Chucky inflatable, we have Chucky himself. So Freddy versus Jason has choreographed fights. That's crazy. That's crazy to think we actually have choreographed fights for the Haunted Trail. Shout out to Jack, Jalen, and Nate for their hard work on that. They've been cooking. And Aiden. Aiden was helping yesterday, that's right. All right, so they have 4 choreographed fights. So if you want to hit each one, you go through the trail 4 times. All right, right here, we're going to have the Grabber, the Black Phone character. So this is another one of our big additions this year that I was not thinking about until last week. He is one of my favorite horror characters. Ethan Hawke's the GOAT. He's crazy good. All right, so moving past the Ethan Hawke area and Freddy vs. Jason and Chucky. We have our pneumatics, as always. We have our clown section. And then we start to move over to some interesting stuff. So this side will be our circus again. This side will be our ghost face and something I'll tell you down there. Over here, we're gonna have a ultrasonic fogger in the pool. So we're trying to completely cover the pool surface with fog this year. So we have the Megalodon on the side of the porch where it looks like he's jumping out of the pool deck. And the entire surface of the pool is fogged over. Over here, we got more of our usual circus stuff. But right here is one of our more interesting props. It is the pirate ship. This is the pirates area. Each year I'm going to incorporate more things from pirates. So it's going to look a little interesting after a few years.
Can we take a little time
Right
out?
now we have our pirate ship and our jar of dirt. Okay, so right there is going to be our saw area with Pigface and Billy the Puppet. It's going to have our electric chair and our electric chair props and animatronics. As we keep going, we're going to have more stuff over here. All right, so back there is the start of Trick or Treat. The Trick or Treat area is going to go all the way down this here again. As we get over here, we have our lights over everybody again. We're going to have Sam either here or this guy wants to stand on the roof. We'll see. You're not jumping off the roof.
Jump off the roof.
You are not jumping off the roof. That is a liability. You don't realize how stupid that is.
He'll land on 1 foot. He's got it.
Yeah, this guy might. Side note: this guy might have a broken foot, and he's talking about jumping off the roof every minute 30 for 3 hours a night, 5 nights. All right, so right here we're gonna have our archway, the skeleton archway from last year, and it's going to have the Sam projection in the middle. And here we reach the end of the trail. I obviously missed a lot of things, so when we set up everything, I'll explain all that later in a little bit, but when we set up everything, I'll give a more detailed outlook. So this is Haunted Mansion. This front yard will be Haunted Mansion.
Need some help?
The front yard is Haunted Mansion, and if you turn the camera, these were just installed yesterday. I did not do anything. Good job, Toby.
About, I believe it's 64 feet of light on each tree. They are music synced on the trees. We have our undercarriage lights under the soffit. If you zoom in, you can vividly see a little pieces sticking out of the soffit there. Those are Govee lights. These are Govee lights. We have lights on the bushes already. You got Haunted Mansion lights up there. We're gonna have our pipe organ, and then we have our new addition that I am freaking loving right now. The singing head bus from the garden in the Haunted Mansion. They are going to be synced up, and the music off of them is going to be cast it onto these lights because it'll pick up the audio and it will dance to the singing heads music. We're gonna have our archway here again. We're gonna have our hitchhiking ghost over there, the caretaker over here, and the knight, the headless knight over there. We're gonna have our tombstones over here. We're gonna have our Haunted Mansion inflatables. Just a whole lot of Haunted Mansion, and each year I'm adding more and more and more and more. This right here is our singing head bus. We're gonna be getting a board today, and we're going to be adjusting them to the direction that they should be facing when they are live. We have Yoda here again. We have one of our 10-foot skeletons. We have two of these. One in Anthony's yard one's gonna be in Anthony's yard, one is gonna be in Penny's yard. We have our garage curtain, and obviously you can see how much decorations we have over here. Minion and Donald are not in the trail. But we have, oh, Jack, if you zoom in there, that's our new projector screen.
Hey, any idea what this could be?
That is a curtain rod, so we can put it on the
Open
tunnel.
it or not open it?
Open it, please. Thank you. All right, so we have a bunch of decorations over here. That's for the pirate ship. That is a upward shooting fog machine, and it has LED lights, so it changes the fog's color. That fog machine, you see the light thing there? That thing, yeah. So this is where the fog shoots out, where it says do not touch. This is one light, this is all another set of lights.
Flashing lights, question mark?
All right, right here we have curtain rods that just got here for the archway and the ticket booth.
Signs. We got signs, stuff for the trail, and a Halloween bucket. More we have Haunted Mansion pillars. This would also go in the front. I don't know if Toby talked about it, but he should have, because this goes in our front yard, in the Haunted Mansion section. Anyways, now we have Santa comes in blank days. This one I think is going to Krampus's area. Maybe, I don't know. And then we're going to use it for our Christmas display. In this big bag, let's give you a quick little look.
I'm gonna guess.
You're absolutely correct.
Let's freaking go.
We have a bunch of inflatables. That is a pretty big bag. Now this is a 20-foot giant skeleton. 3, 2, 1.
What the freak?
And
It turns fog or water into fog.
That's the small one, by the way. There's one that's twice its size.
But look at that. Look at how majestic and crisp that looks. Oh, that is sick. All right, so these props, this one was $100, and this one was like 60 to 80 range. That is exactly how I need it to look on Halloween.
A little more.
Because you can see, like, look at the water through that. You see that effect? You're looking at the water through the fog. That's one of the lasers for the laser swamp. Oh, those two Haunted Mansion pillars, those go on the outsides of the animatronics I talked about earlier for Haunted Mansion. This is what the curtain looks like on the archway so far. We obviously don't currently have enough manpower to get this archway out of the garage. So this is the sideways view. Yeah, but it should be long enough like this. Goes all the way to the bottom. So it's gonna look beautiful, and we have it on the bottom too. So, yes! We have an actual entrance that we made ourselves. That's tough. That is sick. All right, and the last new animatronic is Art the Clown, the Santa one from this year, released by Spirit. He will be going on the porch with Santa. All right, so come out to the trail, October 25th, 26th, 31st, November 1st and 2nd, 6 to 7 no scare, 7 to 10 with scare, Montesino Drive, Rockledge, Florida. we are gonna have more clips coming. We're gonna have walkthroughs. We're gonna have another trailer probably after a test day. Did.
Stop laughing, Ricky.
All right. So currently our plan is Friday and Saturday, the 17th and 18th setup, 19th partial setup and test day, and then between then and the first night we should have another trailer probably. So look out for clips from then. And I guess that's everything. So thanks for watching and come out to the trail. All right. Bye. The Home Depot Megalodon on the side of the Anthony type stutter.
Okay, we can continue.
Put that as the outro.